So,
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's recording.
awesome.
Cool.
Thank goodness. Okay, so all right. So yes, we should start with yours. Let's see, which one was yours? This one? Sorry, you can't see. Let's see. Copy you. Yeah.
Yeah, this one I just published this morning, like an update.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got L, got L, C.
Yeah, so because L is just like the lighting, the pure lighting with the black and
Oh, I
white,
see.
and C is just for comp, so it's easier for you to understand which one is which.
Gotcha.
Because I couldn't achieve the look completely just from the lighting, so I did some comp fixes.
I see. So I see you worked on some of the shadows
Yeah, I made
in
the
there.
shadows like darker and
Mm,
also made the face a little bit brighter. Adjusted the background and also like made the shadow on the screen light eye that I couldn't really get to match the reference in lighting.
right. Okay, let's go grab that reference again. Okay. So I have a feeling that this photo looks like is it from a fashion shoot or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or
I was just looking for portraits on
it's a
Pinterest.
so it's probably heavily retouched.
Okay.
This doesn't look, especially where the eye is, it doesn't look natural.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever did the retouching, they um, they probably took it into um, you know some photo editing software and um, just made it really dark. So it's kind of it's hard to it's hard to judge it from just the lighting. I'm 100% sure this has been retouched. So I think your the use of compositing is totally valid because this is not a raw photograph, so you're not actually viewing the raw lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So um, the use of compositing to sort of get your achieve your results is totally valid. And I can see that let's do the lighting, the raw lighting versus the comp. You've adjusted you've brought up um, you brought up the highlights here
Yeah.
and here. Match to match the ref, and it's looking pretty good. I see this guy's highlight is you know right up there. Yep. So yeah, your highlights are in a good place um, in terms of matching to the reference, and I can see you've got the Rembrandt, the all-important cinematic Rembrandt lighting.
Yeah.
which is, it's quite sort of pleasing in a compositional device, used in cinematographic um, usage. Yep. And let's see, the shadows. I mean, it's pretty low, so I would say it's pretty good.
Maybe below the neck should be, below the chin should be more like brighter.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you could possibly take a look at yeah, maybe. Sorry, I'm like messing up your
Anyways.
I'm messing up your image, but it does feel like maybe it could go up down there just to match the just to match this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Overall, it's looking like it's a pretty good match. You've got the eye ding there, which is a nice plus. I think maybe for the purposes of the photo, perhaps the photographer wanted the model to look a little bit more mysterious, so hence there's no eye highlight. But but in if you were shooting a film, then this is kind of a must. There's always some kind of eye reflection, because it just gives life to the performance, and it gives focus. Whenever you have an eye reflection there, the viewer automatically the viewer's eyes are automatically attracted to this. So it's always used unless the figure is wanting to be presented as like a shadowy figure, or someone that is mysterious, or perhaps a little bit sinister.
But should
So
I
you're
add
used.
it? Should I add it also
I think
on
you
the
should.
other eye? Because I didn't really put it, because since it's so dark.
I think you should just have one.
Okay.
This one here,
Yeah.
and that's enough. And this can kind of recede. That's fine, being kind of quite shadowy, because I get the feeling that this model, this figure, is kind of a little bit mysterious.
Yeah.
So let's leave it there. But overall, it's looking like it's a pretty good match to the ref. I did notice just now that, and you do have it too, a sort of a very subtle sort of edge fill there on the face, on the left edge of the face, and that's a good kind of replication of what we have in the ref as well. I would maybe see if you can shift this. Let me just rub this down. It's actually a really good It's a really good detail. Oops, sorry. Where did I write this? Okay. Yeah, it's a really good. It's a really good detail. I'm wondering whether you could possibly, like in the ref here, maybe had some. Maybe just a little bit there.
Okay.
Sorry. And then, if you want to be pedantic, also maybe, and I do note that you have it there, and I'm wondering whether you could move it up a little bit so it's kind of more there.
Yep.
That's quite, yeah. And I would maybe bring it up a touch, and you can do this in comp too, because I know that whoever retouched this, it's not from the photograph, but maybe bring this area up slightly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, that would be it. I think you'd be done.
Cool, thank you.
No worries. Okay. And did you have something else as well?
Yeah, the comp challenge, the light bulbs on the dance floor.
Okay, let me see. This one. Oh, yes. Okay. Give me one sec. Let me see. Dance floor. Yes. This is looking pretty good. Let me see. Let me just make a copy. All right, so I see that you've moved the hotspots on the floor, and you've moved it closer to these guys.
Yeah, I cleaned up the original one and moved it.
Yep, yeah, that works. And I see that it's giving off a nice bounce off these guys now. So that's working. Was it your intention to maybe keep focus on these foreground characters?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're the main ones.
Yep, these are the main characters. Okay, so that's fine. And I see you've got some color there, some green, a little bit of that sort of white blue there, and the red. Yeah, so you've kind of mixed in the sort of the background lights there into the foreground figures, which kind of, it serves to integrate the characters with the environment. That's working really well. Let's see. I think I would say that's pretty good. Like I think that's pretty much it. I don't have any other comments. Did you have anything to ask me about this one?
No, not really. The main one was the other one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This one, I feel is in a good place. I would call it done. I'd be pretty happy with it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries. Um, okay. So, um, is it Erika?
Yeah.
It's Erika, right?
Yep.
Erika, are you able to stay on
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, no worries. I can.
for me to sort of go through the others?
Yeah.
Just because I don't have a recording device, and it'd be great to get the others recorded and documented.
Yeah, no worries.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So, Erika, we're doing some great work. So, let's go on to this is. Let's go back to August. August, I could see that you have a pretty good match to your reference there in the lighting. I think it's pretty damn good for a first go, if this is your first go. Let's see, where is my okay. All right. I would probably maybe work on getting some more just bring down some of the shadow detail. Let's see. So I would get this a little bit darker. Yeah, so more of a sort of core in the middle of the face would probably be a better match. And on the shirt here, down here, go darker. Like that. But very subtle, not that much. And I think you're there. Okay, thank you. Looking great. This one is Ingrid. All right, so Ingrid. We have it's like a guy at a bar, or let's seeing two versions. I'll just comment on this one. It's looking, I feel like you could maybe back off on the amount of atmosphere in the back here. I think it'd probably be make the fall off more localized. So like that. It feels a little bit flat in general, and there's a lot of light. There's a lot of red contamination in the light. I feel that in the shadows here, there's a lot of red, and it's probably coming from the volumetric lights. I'm wondering whether you could maybe tone that down. It makes the reading of the shot just a lot harder. I would do that first, and then just trying to figure out where the lights are coming from. So I'm guessing this one's coming onto the fill side, and you've got obviously this here is your key, which is giving actually a quite nice sort of kick on the face and describing the body. That's working well. I'm wondering whether you could bring down this fill. It feels a little bit too bright. Sorry. Let's see whether you could just darken it. It's interesting when I do a burn, those reds, there's some sort of red contamination in the light. So maybe take a look at that. So I would bring down the fill side, expose down. And investigate the red contamination. Alrighty. Thank you. When that's downloading, let's go to what else have we got? Okay. Yonathan. Okay. This is from your power of light observation. All right. So I can see that you've got like a very soft, diffuse key light coming in from the window there, and it's shaping your character, and that's that's in keeping with the reference quite well. And then you also have a warmish light from behind the wall, and that's hitting this kind of laptop geometry and also the desk, and it's giving off a warm reflection which is being cast and reflected off the door, as in the reference image. I think it's a great start, but I'm wondering whether you could maybe work on the shaders to get more of an approximation of the specular qualities of the reference or the surfaces in the reference, so i.e. the desk. If you could work on maybe a shader that is reflective, like the table in the reference, and also the glass here, and how the light reacts to a reflective surface like glass versus timber or wood here. And then perhaps maybe even some kind of like subsurface shader to replicate the skin, just to see how the light is bouncing off the subject, because a lot of I guess a lot of the qualities that make the reference image really compelling is the play of light bouncing off the surfaces. So if you could work on getting a better approximation of these elements in frame and then revisit, let's see what you get. Okay, thank you very much. Great. Yay. And then next we have all right, so we have Lily to Quan with the bus stop in forest scene. When I first saw this, it looked like it was a scene from My Neighbor Totoro, when the kids were waiting for the bus and then the cat bus came, but that was completely wrong, and this is something completely different. So yeah, so I take that back. It's completely wrong. Anyway, so this bus stop scene is looking really good. I can see that you've got some nice reference images here, and in particular this bus stop image at sort of at dusk, at the end of the day when the sun is quite low, so the shadows are very soft and diffuse. And you've also got this image here, which I thought was another one of your renders, but I was wrong again. And I can see that you've got some sort of volumetric rays coming through in this third reference here that you wanted to put into your image, and I feel like it's working quite well. I did suggest making working on this kind of roof shelter and getting some hot spots onto it, but I see you've already done it, so I think you're actually in a good place. If anything, maybe some of the seats could go hotter. Yeah. I make this bright. Okay, so let's to screen. maybe something like that, to that effect. So have, you know, maybe this, this right, maybe this shaft. The shaft comes, sorry, it's bending. Maybe this shaft comes through and hits the seats. This one is actually pretty good, what you've got there, the roof, but maybe we could work on the seats here. Just taking get more of a direct hit on the seats, and I think that serves to draw the eye to the shelter a bit more. You're well on your way with this roof here, but yeah, try that. Otherwise, it's looking great. And this one, Victor Rockstar. I think I made a comment in your chat yesterday, but I didn't post this image. And I guess what I wanted to say to you is to perhaps, because I know this was your original version, and the updated version has sort of the shadows receding in the foreground here. And to be clear, what I said, this is the second and the latest iteration, so it's, you can see the shadows are quite a bit darker in the foreground. What I meant to say was that if you could go back off on that by about 50%, so instead of making it this dark, maybe make it about this dark. And then it's a beautifully lit scene, by the way. This is probably one of the best versions of this street scene I've come across from the students, so I'm really digging it. But I'm wondering whether you could have a go at putting some kicker lights onto the dogs here, so that you're able to separate them out from the cobblestone ground, the floor. So I feel like their values, the mid-tone values between the dogs and the floor, are kind of the same. And if you could work in some highlights, some edge lighting on them, I think that would pretty much put the kibosh on your scene, and you will be done. All right, thank you. I think that's it. I'm going to just double check. I think that would be it. All right. Okay, I think we're done. Erika, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, I think I'm done for this week. I'm going to be on again this Saturday because to make up for sort of the lost time for my computer being at the repairs. But so I'll be on again. If you have any more work, I'll be on again this Saturday at 5 p.m. EST. But it's great. Thanks for showing me your work, and thank you for recording this.
I'm always happy
You
to
saved
help.
my life.
Do you know, like, how do I send it to you or to the academy, so that they
Oh,
can
yes.
share with the...
Is there some sort of I think there's online platforms like WeTransfer.
Yeah, but do you know, like, the email address I can send it to?
I will send you my email address
Or... Okay.
in the chat.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Then I'll send it.
Yeah, but great to see your work. I'm really loving all the stuff that you've been coming up with. So much appreciated that you.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback.
You're very welcome. All right.
Thank you.
And I'll send you my email, and I'll see you. If you have anything, I'll see you on Saturday.
Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.